out of it physically, and were you hampered at all during the game physically?
I came out all right. That was, the whole game. I mean, probably from the start to the finish, I felt it. It's one of the things that, the intensity is not the same as it is, in practice as it is on the game day. And once I got there and started moving around, I was like, oh, shucks, I didn't know it was going to feel like this. But, I was able to, push through it and was able to go. Certainly still something I got to continue to work on and get better.
Did you say shucks?
What's that?
Did you really say shucks?
Yeah, man. I try to substitute words sometimes so I don't say the bad words. But
when you forced the fumble on Larry Fitzgerald, was that something that you had, scouted, the way he holds the ball and thought that there might be an opportunity for
it's one of the things that, we do what we call Takeaway Thursday, and Coach Donatel gets up, and we just go through each player, the guys who have the ball, quarterback, receivers, and it was just one of those plays where, I was just able to, get my hand on the ball. And what was funny is early in the game, I've been knowing Fitzgerald for a long time, a good friend, and he kind of bumped me, like come out of nowhere and bumped me a little bit. I didn't know who it was. I'm like, wow, he really, going to bump me. He was just joking, but he kind of bumped me on purpose, and once I got my chin strap buckle, I don't like friends, I don't have friends until after the game. And so I told him second half, I said, I said, I ain't even tackled you yet. I'm gonna have to get you. I'm gonna have to tackle you at some point. So it was a good play on the ball, and E. Reed done a great job of getting to it and picking it up.
What, did he bump you like after a run play, or do you remember that circumstance?
I'm not sure when it was. I don't know if it was a run play or a pass play. I just know he bumped me, but he wasn't like serious, but it was just one of the things that kind of caught me off guard where somebody slapped you and you kind of just like, what's up, so.
Did you force the fumble with your right hand?
My left.
So it wasn't the hand that you broke?
No, it wasn't the hand that I broke. That's funny. I thought coming in this game it was going to feel, it was going to feel perfect. But I got out there and started hitting. It was a couple of times where I went to, shed a block and kind of like, man, So I think it's just one of the things that, just as time goes, hopefully it'll get better and you won't feel so much in it.
Patrick, Reed got the recovery on that play, and then he had an interception earlier. How much did you know about him before the 49ers drafted him? I know you're an SEC guy. He's an SEC guy. Did you know about him, and what has enabled him to fit in so well as a rookie with this year?
I didn't know much about him. What I did know is that we have the same agent, and I feel that I have one of the best agents in the business, and when he brings a guy on board, I feel like it's more than just a athlete. He has to be a good person too, and so that was all good. But to see him come out and do what he's done so far to start the season, I mean that's unbelievable for a guy, especially in the secondary, to be able to pick up that fast. But he's out there working with guys like Dante and Carlos and Terrell and those guys, and it really helps. So I hope he continues to press forward.
Patrick, how much pride do you have in the defense when they played so well in your absence?
Man, I have a lot of pride. It's one of those things that come out today, and we let some runs get out on us and some big plays, and just one of them things where I try to tell our guys all the time. We can't go back. We can't. We got to keep on pressing forward, and sometimes it's hard. It's hard to stay consistently, without having bad plays. They're gonna happen sometime in the game. I know. I take responsibility for some of those run plays. I was telling Navarro that, I feel like a rookie again. I was kind of not as, my eyes wasn't as good as I wanted them to be, but, we got the win, and it's one of those things that, the more I'm able to get back out there and get back into the game flow, I feel like I'll get it back.
Corey made a couple big plays today. How much has he developed since the first time you saw him?
Yeah, man. Corey, just to see him in training camp, it's one of the things where, he have Coach Vic and Coach, Pete. And Coach Vic, he's been with linebackers for a long time. And, he's from day one, he was on Corey's life, whether it was, whether he wasn't dropping right, whether he wasn't rushing right. And he sees something in him. And that's all that matters, And, Corey has continued to get better. And I know he's going to continue to work, so.
Have a final conversation with Larry after the game, or did you see him?
No, after the game, we just more so, he just kind of asked me about my injury as he was telling me about himself or not, how he's kind of banged up a little bit and working through some things. But, you know, it's just after the game, you know, we're friends again, and you know, wish them all the luck until next time.
The time that you forced the fumble, they kind of had the momentum in their favor. Do you feel like you guys needed to do something to shift it back onto your side?
Well, it was one of the things that, once again, you know, me and Navarro was just saying, you know, we gotta come out here and make a play. You know, we gotta come out here and do something to change the game around. And you know, I was able to get that strip, and he was able to, you know, pick up a fumble that was huge for us. So, you know, it's just one of the things. You know, each guy on the defense just coming through and making a play, and that's what it's going to take. You know, from now to the rest of the year if we want to get to where we want to get to. So.
Last one. Attribute the recent string of turnovers to this defense finding its rhythm within this season.
Well, I think anytime, you know, as a defense and you can get takeaways, I think it's huge. I think takeaways, you know, take the momentum from the other team and give it to us. You know, I know we got some takeaways early in the game that I wish we could have capitalized on, you know, touchdown-wise. But, you know, we got some points off of them, and if we just continue to get those takeaways, and then, you know, it lessens the chance of their offense, you know, being able to have the opportunity to score and more for ours. So we just got to continue to going after the ball and getting it.